Hey, I'm James Petercsak with Roland, and I'm at Sam Ash to take a look at the TD-25KV. This is an incredible drum set. I love this drum set because it's a really versatile kit. It's got a bunch of different sounds built into the module, and it's a very easy module to get around. The user interface is great. It's got buttons to help for choosing your instruments, choosing your kit, to dial in the tuning, maybe a little muffling, and to set all your levels. So this kit comes with all mesh pads. The snare drum's really cool because it has positional sensing. So if you play in the center of the head, it's going to sound different than if you go out and play towards the edge. The edge is going to have a thinner kind of timbre. So it's really cool to kind of manipulate the different sounds. The edge and the profile from the rim to the head feels great. It feels like an acoustic drum. So growing up, maybe playing an acoustic drum or acoustic drum kit, when you transition to this drum set, it feels great. This kit comes with the CY13R ride cymbal that's 3 zones. So you have a zone for the bell, the bow of the cymbal, and you can crash it. You can hit the edge and you get that washy type sound. This KV model, so there's 2 different models, the TD-25K and the TD-25KV. On this kit, you get an extra crash. You still have an auxiliary input for another trigger if you wish, but you also get the rack, upgraded tom pads, and the extra cymbal. Both the TD-25K and the KV come with the VH11 hi-hat. This is an awesome hi-hat, a ton of expressiveness, and reacts and kind of behaves like acoustic hi-hats. You get the splash sounds, and going from kind of a closed sound to an open sound, it behaves in the modeling, behaves great. The top pad is kind of the one you hit, and that is a dual trigger. So you can play the top and the edge and get a couple of different sounds. And the bottom of the VH11 is really cool too. It's just this little cylinder that reacts to the pressure of the foot pedal of the hi-hat. And what's cool about this hi-hat is that it can fit on any standard hi-hat stand. The TD-25K and KV, they both come with the KD9 kick tower. It's big enough to fit a double pedal and a single pedal, but it's a mesh pad as well, and it has an impact that feels like an acoustic bass drum. It's very quiet, so for anybody playing in an apartment, you're not going to get a lot of contact noise, but it also just feels really good. So the difference between the TD-25K and KV, again, this is the KV version, are basically the pads. So both kits come with the TD-25 module. The difference are the pads that you'll get out of the box. So this kit, the TD-25, comes with upgraded tom pads, so a little bit larger tom pads, and it comes with 2 PDX 100s. Both kits, for the snare drum, you have the same snare drum pad, but on the KV version, you have an extra PDX 100 for the floor tom. The KV comes with an additional cymbal, so you can set this up, and you don't have to use it as a cymbal sound. You can assign it to anything that you want in the brain, but it's nice to have another cymbal to kind of assign to either China or maybe a tambourine, anything you like. Both the TD-25K and KV come with the CY13R for the ride cymbal. So that's a great 3-zone ride cymbal. So you have a zone for the bell, you can play on the edge and get a different sound on the bow of the cymbal. So let's dive into some of the kits on the TD-25. So the TD-25 comes with 18 stock kits and 18 slots for user kits. So you can build your own drum set and save them as such. And let's get into some of the sounds of the stock kits. This is the first kit. It is the custom maple drum set. studio kit. This is the rock stage. So another cool feature on the TD-25 is the ability to add your own reverb, and we'll go through some of that, but this is what's added in the rock stage kit. You'll notice a really nice reverb sound to it. The hard rock kit. And the vintage kit. One thing you'll notice is that it's really easy to get to a bunch of different kits, and there's virtually no lag time when you switch to different kits. It's almost immediate. So if you're playing through a tune and you want to change kits in the middle of a tune, you don't have to wait for any buffering or anything like that. It's lightning fast, and I'll go through a bunch of different kits without stopping. Let's go through. Really cool. All right, so let's get into some of the features under the hood of the TD-25 module. Again, it's super easy to get around. You have your jog wheel to select all of your different kits that are categorized standard, rock, metal, jazz, funk, and electro. And to get around the kits, you can just move the dial like that. And if you want to scroll through into your user kits, you just press the jog wheel down and you'll scroll through 6 different kits that way. You have your recording features here, so you can record right onto the TD-25 and play back. It's really, really simple and really fun. You have an audio input, so if you want to play to your MP3 player, you can mix everything in right on the module. To customize some of the drum sets, it's super easy. All you do is you turn the instrument knob, and then you're in the customizing section, and when you hit a certain pad, it'll bring that pad up onto the LCD screen. So let's say we want to change our snare drum sound. Just hit the snare drum comes up, and to scroll through a bunch of different instruments, just turn the knob that's flashing. So a bunch of different sounds in the snare drum world. To change the toms, just hit the toms, and you can scroll through a bunch just like that. Another cool feature on the TD-25 is the ability to tune real easily. So again, when you tune the heads, you can tune the heads like a standard drum, but it doesn't tune the actual sounds. you change that in the module just by turning the tuning wheel. So you can customize the feel of the toms, and you can customize the sounds of the toms, the tuning of the toms separately. You can add some muffling to the toms and the cymbals and the snare drum by adding a little bit of tape and felt. On the snare drum, you can add sound rings, we call them donuts, to get a really, really dry sound. On the cymbals, you can change the sustain. So if you want a shorter sustain on the cymbals, you can do that. And you can change the size of the cymbals by turning the tuning knob. Another cool feature on the TD-25 is its connectivity. So I have the sounds of the module running into my laptop. I'm recording in my DAW and just over USB. So I can record 2 channels of audio, so stereo left and right, onto my DAW. And I can also transfer all the MIDI data too. So if I want to trigger any sound libraries, I can do that as well. Once again, I'm Petercsak from Roland. You can check out the TD-25 and all of our products at Sam Ash.